Okay, does twice dead plucked up by the roots mean that these people are in hell already? Because Jesus talks about the worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched. Um, but if they were in hell already, um, they would not be looking forward to a final judgment day, and I know that they are because they control their actions to some extent, which indicates they are looking for a final judgment day, where hopefully they won't get thrown in hell. But does that mean that they're already in hell because they're already feeling the worm, right? Because they're zombies. They've gone in the way of Cain. They're zombies. They're twice dead, plucked up by the roots. So they're in some kind of a hell now, even though it's not the hell. I don't think that we describe with fire and brimstone and torture like that. Um, it could be, that they just want revenge and they're already in hell and they already feel the fire. But I doubt that that's the case. I think that the ones that want revenge and already feel the fire, I don't think that they do feel the fire yet, to be honest. I think they're just zombies. I think they're kind of like numb, like a zombie would be, because they've proven, like, when you decompose, that your nerves and whatnot decompose too, and you can't feel it. But at least that's my perception of it, is that you can't feel it. These zombies, these children of Cain that have taken the mark of Cain, we don't know. The Bible doesn't tell us anything hardly at all about the mark of Cain. All we know is that Cain took the mark of Cain, and that these descendants of his that have gone in his way, whatever his way was, I guess that was the way of murder, murdered Abel, right? That's what common sense says, is that they would have murdered someone, that they've gone in the way of Cain, and that they've become zombies. Now, this has happened throughout time. It's happened in ancient Egypt. It happened when everybody sacrificed to Baal or Balaam or whatever. They did child sacrifice. They sacrificed to Saint Nick or Santa Claus or whatever they called him at the time. They called him something. He was actually a child sacrifice person. They sacrificed to Ishtar, Easter, Isis. They still sacrifice to Isis, obviously, as Isis is over the Middle East. But they did this in other cultures too. They did this in New Guinea. They had cannibalistic tribes that would eat people. And so they wouldn't just kill people, they would actually eat people too. And then in Mexico, they had tribes that would kill and eat people. They would, the Mayans and the Olmecs and the Aztecs would all kill and eat people. And that's the gross part, is they would eat each other. And they would do it as a sacrifice to the upper echelon of society. They would hold tournaments and things like that in the Mayan culture, where it was like a basketball tournament where they had a rubber ball, and I think they had hoops too. And they would try to play a game with the rubber ball, and whoever won would eat the other one's heart out with, I think it was a spoon. They were very grotesque and very, you could see why God might punish them with the mark of Cain, because they were very grotesque about not only that they did it, but how they did it. It was a very torturesome experience. But anyway, these people that have gone in the way of Cain are zombies. They are the zombies that are the children of Cain, and that have gone in his way. And some of the children of Cain, I don't know how God would judge that, because some of the children of Cain have possibly chosen against Cain and have not murdered, and have not done all these things. But it would be very hard to choose against Cain in that case because you're brought up that way. You're brought up doing child sacrifice. You're brought up doing all these horrible acts, and you don't necessarily know that they're horrible. You just know that they're normal to you. And so that would be an awful kind of judgment to have to take the mark of Cain and to have grown up that way and kind of been influenced that way. But then there's, of course, the demon zombies. And they've taken the mark of Cain too. But I don't know exactly how they get the mark of Cain. If as soon as the angel falls, they take the mark of Cain, or if they have to kill someone to actually take the mark of Cain, or how that works. But anyway, these zombies have been throughout time, ever since Cain, and maybe before, if Lucifer was before Cain, and they've been doing these sacrifices and different things ever since way back in the beginning.